Good night, everyone. Welcome to our 2022 IndieX Indie IndieX Indie Festival, so to speak. I hope you are having a great day. Our first day. Good evening, everyone on the chat. We are going to stream the two last games of the night. This being Greek Memories of Azure, from a Mexican indie developer, Navegante in Portuguese. With me, I have one of the developers, Anna. She's with us here. Anna, hi, how are you?
Hi, Tiago. I'm great. Thank you. Thank you so much for having us here.
We thank you for your application. Like we are talking 2 minutes ago, with so many games with this quality, Greek had to be one of them. We are going to spend 45 minutes exploring and playing this gorgeous game. I can't stress this enough. Feel free in the chat to ask whatever you want to Anna or to me. We are trying to bring the best of the games for you. So if you want to ask something to Anna, feel free, because not every day we can ask directly questions to developers of the game. So I don't know if you want to say to us anything about the game before we start to play it, the developing process, the choices for the art, the difficulties for being just a studio with eight person um, developing this game. Tell us all about it, Anna, if you want.
Sure. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for having us here. As Tiago was mentioning, we're a studio, a small studio. We're located in Mexico, and we have also collaborators in Latin America, in Argentina and Ecuador. And Greek Memories of Azur was our first game. Like Tiago was mentioning, is Greek is a single player experience, and it was made with traditional hand drawn art and animation. And we also were able to record the music with a live orchestra of 82 musicians. So we really wanted to make it look like a little storybook, and to be a full experience. So I really hope that you enjoy it, Tiago. We put a lot of passion and all our heart in Greek, and so I'm very excited that you will be playing today.
So overall, yes, Shiryu on the chat is saying that he has this lovely game on Switch, has a physical copy of it. It's something that is often asked on our streams, if the games are going to be released physically. Um, Hopefully, this is the future, because albeit being an indie game, it was released physical and it was released for every platform. Was it difficult to sell this game for every platform, or it was an easy process because of the game? It has this quality, it's immense quality.
Doing a multi-platform was very, very challenging, especially didn't know what to expect. Lucky that we partnered with publisher Team 17, and they were able to guide us to the multi-platform
Yeah.
release. And they also helped us with the physical editions, which were released at launch. So the physical edition was a challenge on its own, just because we had to have the game 3 months in advance, so that on the day of the launch, the game was on the shelves of the stores. So that was challenging, but at the same time very rewarding. Like you said, it's not usual to see an indie game on the shelves, and at least for
Yes.
me, being here in Mexico and walking to the store very close to home and finding Greek on the shelf was beyond.
Uh, I hope that you are feeling very proud, because this is a gorgeous game. I hope that the overall feedback so far is being positive, I guess.
Oh, it's been amazing. We feel very, very lucky and very, very proud. The reception has been great. We've been receiving lots of love in social media, and we've also received multiple awards internationally. One of them was the Quirino Award in Spain for the animation, and recently we got another award in Uruguay. So this is really cool because like when you put so much passion and so much love in the game, like for it being recognized internationally is truly amazing.
Well, in that case, congratulations, well deserved. Like I said
Thank
before,
you.
I'm going to be a little bit partial because I had Greek on my wish list for a while now, and finally being able to play it, it's awesome. So I'm going to start to play it. Shiro, yes, it is gorgeous, hand drawn, animated, by the way. So here we go.
Eons have passed since the threat fell north of Malaysia in the unexplored lands of Asia. From that moment on, and without any cause, some beings appeared called Koreans. They brought new life to every corner and have kept away those who have long since mistreated those lands, the Ulags. For years, the Koreans have defended the valley and kept this land prosperous by building fortresses and training many generations in order to protect it. Great battles have been fought and won, and the Koreans maintain their reign until now. The Ulags have gathered together and using a mysterious force, they have unleashed a war more devastating than this land has ever seen before, destroying the Korean legacy and ravaging everything they have built. Now only the last breaths of the few remains. Eternal Wings, please take this story far away and let everyone know what is happening in Russia.
So the Koreans were like I devastated, the ones that were defending Azure, I guess, for this
Yes,
the mysterious force. So, as you can see in movement, this is just delicious, to say the least. Seixas, he's saying in the chat, hope we get a Greek 2 soon. Yesterday we were
oh.
talking, to be honest, and he told me the exact same thing. That this with this game already finished, you might have some ideas to a Greek 2. So, without any
Yes.
spoilers, what do you have to say about that?
Well, we have many ideas, of course, to expand the story. For the ones who have played it, they will see that there's a lot that can still be explored for Greek and the world. So I just hope that we can share some with you very soon.
Yeah, okay. We will be expecting. I'm just lowering the sound a bit so I can hear you better. So, Seixas, we can't know anything for now about any spoilers about Greek 2.
But very soon, I
soon.
promise.
But it seems you can expect something soon. Either be good or bad news for you, man. Okay, so you mentioned it before, 82 persons on a live orchestra. It's something even more from an indie game. How's that even how is that even possible? Was it hard for you? Was something that you really wanted and think that makes a difference in this case?
Yes, of course. So, as you can see, like because from the very beginning we thought that Greek had to have hand-drawn art and animation.
Yes.
The way to complement the visual style of the game was always planned to be live music, live recorded music. So for that reason, Gustavo, who is the co-creative director, he always envisioned like an amazing music for Greek, and he partnered with two composers that are classical composers. They are Oscar Alcalá and and Maria Jose Felix, and they are able to write the music for the instruments in an orchestra. So we partnered with an institution called Tecnológico de Monterrey in Mexico. It's a big institution, as well as Secretaría de Cultura, which is like institution in the government, and
Okay.
they facilitated that we could do the recording live, because as you mentioned, for an indie studio, have 82
Yes.
musicians, it's a lot, and it was a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie, but with all the support that we have, we could make it possible. And we recorded the full soundtrack in 1 week, because there was actually an activity for the institution, for the students. So they allowed us to have 2 days of recording and 3 days for the mixing. And that's how we did the entire soundtrack for Greek.
So good. The deluxe edition brings the soundtrack, the digital soundtrack. If I recall correctly.
Yes, on Steam, the deluxe edition has the digital, the soundtrack and the digital art book as well.
Yes, that's
It's a
it. Sorry.
72-page art book, so we put a lot of effort on that one too.
Yes. And for those interested, they are on a sale in Steam, 60%, I think. Today, if I recall correctly, you should check it out.
Yep.
Definitely. Here we go.
We made sure we were able to put the game on sale for IndieX, so you guys can get it for 60% off.
Yeah.
First time it's at 60%, so it's a special
it.
one.
And now I'm going to say it. We won't finish the game today, but I will finish it on my channel. I must. So I will stream it till the end. And hopefully get good news soon. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I really am. So what is this place? Oh, you have underwater parts too. Okay. No. Yeah. So I only played to this part earlier to test the game, where we find one of our co-protagonists. Question: how hard was to develop this game during the pandemic, Anna?
I'm gonna say that the hard part, that's a good question. I'm gonna say that the hard part was not having events or places where we could network or find opportunities. I think that's what was the hardest part. Also, of course, emotionally, it was a time with a lot of concern from team members, and the whole world was going through a very difficult and weird thing. So I think that's the hardest. From the development side, we all work remotely. We've always worked remotely, so there wasn't that big of a difference. So we just kept working same as usual, having our daily Scrum meetings, Slack channel.
So since the beginning, we were all working remotely. That's awesome.
Yes. Since we're all located in different parts of the world, then it was always remote.
Yes, when you were the eight that you talked to me earlier, you were from tell me Mexico, and the other members where were they, so to speak?
Yes. So for the development of Greek, from Mexico, Argentina, Ecuador, Venezuela. So we were
Nice.
all together. It was really cool because in our meetings, it was like, oh, what's happening in your side of the world? And then we would start
Exactly.
talking about that first, and then we would talk about work.
Yes, that's pretty amazing because many people nowadays are used to work remotely. It was something that wasn't always seen before the pandemic, but you guys were already doing it before, so I think that wasn't an issue when you were able to work remotely 24/7. Doesn't need it to
Correct.
be okay. Wait, that's like no. Yes, wasn't that hard for you in that time, I guess, and that's amazing, to be honest. you were a little bit ahead of your time, so to speak.
Well, we at least we're used to
Yeah.
working because it has challenges to have a remote team too. I mean, nothing is best than having everyone in the same room and talking about ideas. It's so cool when we can get together with our team members. For example, Nico is our director of art and animation. He's the talented one
Oh,
that made
so
it look
good. Give
the
me,
way
give
it
him
looks.
all the props. Oh,
Yes, he may be watching us now. So, Nico, hi.
Nico,
But yeah,
congratulations if you're watching. To be honest,
he's
it's
usually in
gorgeous.
Argentina, but now he's in Mexico, working with the team. So once in a while we're able to get
Yeah.
together. But
I,
um,
I was going to ask that how often, or if any time, you were all together in the same room. If the
well, not many, honestly,
yeah,
especially because, like what you mentioned, the pandemic, we made sure
exactly.
we didn't travel as much. So Nico just came to Mexico, I believe, like a couple of weeks ago. He's gonna stay for a few more weeks, to work and also to eat Mexican food.
Yeah, I was forgetting that. I was forgetting that. Okay, let's push. Tell me, man down 25 is saying on the chat, working remotely 24/7. That's why the game is so polished. Yeah, not literally 24/7, but yeah. I am a
Yeah, we
huge
would.
defender of remote work, so that's why I was
Yes,
asking you.
we made sure we had our times, especially in the beginning of the project. It was easier that we could even like play some games together. It was a lot of fun because we would all jump to play Don't Starve together, and so that
Mhm.
was our way to like, um, to stop talking about Greek and deadlines and stuff. So we would just relax, and we would be playing like super late. Like everyone was so excited and like playing Don't Starve together. So that was a lot of fun. We did a lot of those activities. We would play Valheim and other
Oh,
other games
Valheim,
together.
nice.
So we would play those, but of course, getting more closer to the release, it was craziness. So we couldn't play as much as we wanted
Oh,
because,
the
yeah,
stress.
multi-platform release was a lot of work, but we're very happy. Like I feel we got a lot of experience out of that, and also our publisher, like Team 17, helped us a lot.
Yeah,
So
they are huge. Tell me, how long was the development of this game since the beginning to the full release?
sure. So this is a cool question because Greek was made. We say that Greek was made 4 times because the team started. So it started with Rodrigo and Gustavo. They're our co-founders, and they started working on Greek around 2013, but only on their spare time. Like they had
Hmm.
their full-time jobs. They had all like each one their jobs, and on the weekends or after work they would work on Greek a little bit, and then at times they would stop working on it just because their jobs were demanding and they couldn't work on Greek. So it was kind of on and off for many years. They also were learning a lot in the process, and also the tools helped a lot. Like the tools, like we Greek is developed in Unity, so
No.
the tools as the time progressed for 2D just got better and better every time. So like it's funny because when they work on something new, it looked better than what they had worked before, and so it was like, oh, this doesn't work anymore. That's why we say it was four times, right? But in 2019 is when they quit their jobs and they were like, okay, let's make this like
Full
either be
commitment.
something or be nothing. Yes,
Yeah.
and so they quit their jobs. That's when I joined them like full time too, around that time, and then we just went full with Greek, and so here we are.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm glad you did it. So, a personal question of mine, because I am getting a part in my part times when I have some spare time, I'm getting a course of Unity for beginners. So, and nowadays, what I learned so far, it's genuinely a really cool tool for indie developers. They are they are making him the software really easy to understand and easy to to work for a person that aren't so professional on this business. Do you think that Unity is a nice entry door for the average Joe?
So we're really comfortable with Unity, and we've partnered with them very closely. They were super kind. They took us to their booth and GD here, and they've made a couple
Mhm.
case studies. So if anyone is interested, part of the creator spotlight where we gave them a talk of how Greek in Unity. So it's in the Unity channel, and we just had a case study as well on how we were able to develop for multiple platforms. So for anyone who's listening and watching, it's out there. You just look it up in Unity. And yes, in my personal experience, I'm gonna say that before Greek, I had never used Unity. I was actually not in the video game industry. I'm the producer of the game. I'm producer, business development, and
So
everything
nice.
slash that nobody had time to do. And so I actually learned Unity on the go. I was the one implementing the dialogues, for example, handling localization. I was implementing some animations and doing a lot of marketing, like taking screenshots, gameplay footage, stuff like that. And it was fairly easy for me to learn Unity. Also, a multi-platform release. And quite frankly, the Unity portion, like being in Unity, it made it very easy for us to port it to different consoles. So we've so far had a great experience. So I think, like you mentioned, I think it's a really good entry, and there's a lot of resources out there also for people that want to learn.
Yes, and partially it's a free tool for anyone who wants to try it out. Give it a go. Um, I recommend to all of you on the chat, if you want to learn more about it, just check Unity out. That's awesome to know, that a person like you that wasn't really connected to the game world can enter it and be successful and be so easy to understand and easy to work. That's really really good news for me personally, that I don't work in the game industry yet. I hope in the future
Exactly.
I
Yes.
can. Yes, but that's really good to know. In terms of this game, what were your biggest? Because I know you are a player. You said it earlier. Biggest inspirations. Where do you rank your inspiration, or a little bit of this and a little bit of that to Greek?
So I'm gonna say that for the gameplay and Greek's core mechanic, inspiration was an older game from Blizzard called The Lost Vikings. So
I'm
that
just going to say that. Yes,
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 for the ones who know that game, I used to play it so much when I was little, and not to reveal my age, of course, but I used to play it so much, and we really liked the postal style, and the three Vikings had like the three like the different abilities, and then
yes,
you solve the puzzles. So Greek has inspiration on that, of course, with changes, as you can see, like there's more combat and more action in that sense. And for the art style, there's many, but the most the one that we took a lot of as a reference was Child of Light.
okay,
So we really, I mean, we're also fans of traditional animation. Like our artists are big fans of Ghibli style, so that's why we kind of like did a little mix, and
of course.
that's how Greek came.
It's awesome because I used to play a lot Lost Vikings, the one with the shield, the one that do the jumps. That's really awesome.
And the bow and
Lost,
arrow, yes.
yes, yes. I really used to play it on Amiga back in the days, and then on my Sega Saturn. And in most recently, when was it? I think there's a site that has MS DOS games for free, and one of them was Vikings. And
Oh, it's so
I
good.
was yes. More recently, I was Trine. I think Trine is also more or less the same. Um, so
It
we have a
Trine has a
question.
little bit of a different
Yeah.
gameplay, but for us, the mimic style and the regroup were kind of like complementing a little bit of the mechanic that the Lost Vikings had. So
Yes. It's Lost Vikings a little bit more sophisticated or an actual gameplay. So we have a
Yeah.
question for you, Anna. What was the inspiration for this World of Geek? Okay, she's already answered. The name Hurlags reminds me of orcs. The teams are fans of Lords of the Rings.
Oh, well, yes. Gustavo. So Gustavo is the one in charge of story. He's the creative one in the group, and so it's funny because yeah, he loves fantasy, Lord of the Rings. He
Yeah.
loves all of that, but he also one of the things is that it's funny, but Greek. Came out of like his mind, like talking to a friend. He envisioned the characters, the world, and just for the ones who don't know, Greek is a mix of geek and freak. That's why it's Greek. So one
Oh.
of our common friends, his name is Richard. He was talking to Gustavo, and he's like, "Oh, you're so Greek," and he was like, "Greek," and immediately he thought of like the little like the character and everything. So like it was like his mind was like oh blown away with like the world of Azur. So he even I think drew Greek on a napkin and everything because he was like, okay, I see everything here. And so he developed the world, the story, and then he met Rodrigo. And so Rodrigo, my he's
So
my
good.
brother, by the way. He's he's the main programmer, and that's how everything started.
So this is some kind of I'm going to ask you because you're talking about a map. Some areas will be locked at first that will be unlocked later with new skills or new characters.
Yes.
Will we visit old places later?
Yes. So like you mentioned, because every character has different abilities. So as you progress through the story and you find different characters, then that allows you to access different areas. And then as the story progresses, there's things that will be changing in the world as well. So I don't want to spoil a lot, Tiago, because I know that you really want to
Yes,
play it.
I'm.
Like, so I'm not gonna spoil a lot, but yes, to
Yes,
all of
I'm
that.
going to play it. Yes, I'm going to stream it because I want to finish it because I have to know the story for Greek too. So I will have to finish this. So now I'm going to have to get a map. So Toros, where is Toros? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you should look for Toros. If you go to your left,
Oh, inside the house maybe. Nope, not this one.
that's it.
That's not Toros. It's Dret. So we lost our sister, and what I saw in the trailer, it will be we will get a third character. So we are -2. So the stream is breaking. Is it? Oh, the stream, and the sound too, Rasputin. The game looks gorgeous. Yep, it is. Oh,
Oh, thank
here's
you.
Toros. The image is shaking. Was it always like this, or recently, or became shaking? Okay, he's going to give me the map, but audio is fine. It happens from time to time. Can you ask if Toros came from Mir? Anna?
From here? Oh, I don't know that.
Me neither. So
We will have to ask Gustavo.
I'm clueless like you. So he needs our help. So finally, we get the map. We are going to leave the camp so we can find our sister. I think it's a Game of Thrones reference, or will be yes, a Song of Ice and Fire reference. Game of Thrones. Okay. Gustavo is the one to be asked that, Ashfodel. Okay. Now we have a map. Here it is.
Oh, I know
Old
that
but very
Gustavo is
useful.
a big fan of Guillermo del Toro as well, so that may have reference there.
There you go. So now I can leave the camp. So awesome. Oh no, I've out. I'm going to go all right. Okay, I have the map, my friend Zach. No, we want to be a scout. Where did the idea to add cooking to the game came from? You're spoiling me, but I will let that pass. Anna, where did come the idea? From
Oh,
Don't
for the
Starve
cooking.
Together? Yes.
Oh, yes, I think many like yes, of course that, but also like we wanted like to give it a little bit more of a realistic approach. That's why you also like in the game you also have like a limited somewhat limited inventory system as well, so that's a bit more real and it's not like you can carry everything that you find. It's more of like you managing and you cooking the different ingredients, finding out what you can cook or what you get after you cook the different ingredients, and then giving that extra challenge, you know?
So let's go find some creeps to kill and hopefully my sister again. Zindra Forest. Okay. Let me. Okay, we have the map. Here we go. We have a huge area to the left that is unexplored yet. So nice. So in terms of hours of gameplay, till how many in medium time? How many hours did we spend to finish the game? Uh, I will say
Um,
what 7 hours, 8 hours.
yeah, most people have finished Greek in between 8 to 10 hours.
Okay.
So that's kind of like depends. There's some people that like to like read the story and know more about the lore of the game, so that they could take them a little longer. But I believe 8 has been like the median. Although I have to say that it has been quite popular for speedrunners.
Yes.
And so we
Nowadays.
have Savira. Savira, she's the main speedrunner of Greek and just took Greek this year to Awesome Games Done Quick, which was pretty cool. And she's able to finish Greek in 30 minutes. So
Oh,
that's pretty impressive.
okay. Use the potion because this guy is
Yeah, he's intense.
yes.
you
I'm
can you can
dodging a lot.
you can kill him.
Yes, now it's dead. I
Nice.
spent the whole potion, the elixir, the huge one, on on him, and now I am without it. So I hope I don't need it anytime soon. Okay,
Oh, they're
let's
saying I
go.
finished in at around 6 hours. Yes, 6 hours,
6.
8 hours.
That's nice. So I saw you. You're trying to cut me on guard. I don't. Okay. This is really gorgeous. Oh my! I'm getting repetitive, but it's okay. Can we double jump after the jump from the shroom? Okay. Yes, we can. So you save the game. Okay. Let me check the map. Is the image still shaking? Seixas, tell me. Formiga, estás aí? No. I think it's... Oi? Discord bug? Okay. 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 If there's anything I can do from my side. I feel the live recording gives the game a more engaging feel and adds to the experience when playing. The live recording as in save game? It's okay now? Nice. It was temporary. I hope. So the cooking side of things, now that they mention it, I'm curious. We are getting the ingredients like this shroom, and then we are mixing it up with others manually.
Yes,
Oh.
so you will find throughout the game a few cooking pots, and
Okay.
so you can mix the ingredients and find out what you can cook with them.
So I put whatever I want to the cooking pot, for example,
Yes,
shroom.
and there's an achievement. There's an achievement linked to it. So if you cook all the recipes, then you get something.
Okay, and the recipes will be having some on my, I don't know, on my book saved, or we are going to memorize it somehow.
Oh, you memorize. They are not in the book.
Okay,
More
that's
like a
realistic.
Breath of the Wild type of.
Yeah, having a notepad open in the background. So in a shroom and an herb. Let's go down. I really
It's
enjoyed
part
the
of the
fact.
discovery and the adventure.
Yes, indeed. I really enjoyed the fact that the right stick gives me the look all around him, because that's very useful in this type of games. Not every time we have this option. Adara. Who is Adara? No, this is for the path to Trinia region. I don't want to go to Trinia region. I want to stay here. Okay. Oh, there's a pot. Here we go.
You go.
I'm afraid to cook only some shrooms. Let's go. So let me 1, 2, 3 shrooms. Okay. Mushroom
Some
soup.
mushrooms.
Oh, nice. 3 life 3 life points. Let me check. I have, yes. I'm not going to use it yet. I was expecting it. Okay, 3 mushrooms. I'm going to be very dizzy, very hallucinogenic. But no, you can throw players next game having
Exactly.
very types of shrooms.
Yes.
Get the plates. I'm cooking today. No, no.
No.
Okay, okay. No.
Oh
Oh god,
no.
this didn't happen. Okay, when we die, we restart from the save games that the saved spot that we had earlier, or
Yes,
yes, okay.
that's like a type of like
Checkpoint.
old school.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
you
I
go back
like
to the
old school.
checkpoint.
No, no problem. I've got no problem with that. Oh, come on. Can I push you from the ledge? No. Okay. The trick is to hit him. We can interrupt his attack. Okay. Shaking again when it was a shroom. Put it right there. Put it like that. Let's say that was from the shroom. Here we can open the door again. Are there any hidden achievements, like you get all the, I don't know, hidden mushrooms, or the I'm just asking this for the completionists out there, that nowadays they are as much of completionists as speedrunners.
No, there are some hidden achievements. It is possible to miss achievements in the first playthrough. So yeah, like for completionists, like just visiting every area, or like it's important. But yes, it is possible to miss some.
Okay. For all the platinum. Oh no. Oh, we can escape from the attack. I'm gonna eat my. Oh, we can eat the mushrooms individually without being cooked.
Yes.
That's nice. Anna, tell me something. I'm seeing 10 arrows near to my picture, top left. I'm okay.
Yeah, you have your
Don't.
crossbow.
Yeah, yes, no. Because I thought that only my sister could shoot projectiles. Now we can too. Nice. Going to cook.
Yeah. What
Two
One of the
mushrooms.
things that we wanted to do was to give the character all the main abilities from the beginning, like the double jump, like the crossbow.
Mhm.
So instead of like gaining new abilities, you gain new characters with new abilities as you progress.
Okay.
So that was one of the things that we wanted in the game.
I can't cook two. The minimum items it's always three to cook him, right?
Oh, you can get a root. There's a root right there,
Like here.
to the right. Yes, you can
Yes.
get one of
Let
those
me
and
let me
cook.
mix that up. Two roots and a mushroom.
Let's see what you get.
Okay. Oh, a homemade Vigo bread. 3 life potions, 3 life points too. So, a question: what was the focus for the soundtrack? What guidelines were given to the composers? Was the game finished when it was recorded? And big props for getting an orchestra to actually record the songs live. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Great questions. So the focus, yes, of course, was to have like some magical music that could go with the game. The soundtrack was not recorded when the game was finished. So we had our vertical slice. We had a very good knowledge of the story. And that's when we had the opportunity. Like I mentioned, this was an opportunity. And thanks to all the institutions that collaborated, also to the Philharmonic Orchestra Cinco de Mayo that was okay with recording and playing the music. That's how we were able to make it possible. And yes, like the guidelines, we have some recordings and in our Twitter or in our social media, we have some recordings on how the soundtrack was recorded live, and we have some videos too. And so it was really cool. Like every music had to have their own sheets with the music and with the songs, which was a lot of work. That's something that Gustavo was completely handling with the composers and everyone involved. So it was a lot of work, but we really think it was worth it because it gave something very strong to the game, and it really gives something else to the traditional hand-drawn style.
It's gorgeous too. Not only the looks of the game, but how it sounds. You might not listening correctly or loud enough on the stream, but I invite you all to buy this game because it's on sales in Steam in sales right now because of IndieX. So 60% of discount, and our time is up. Unfortunately, I'm not going to save it here, but if I exit, maybe I can have a save point. Like I said,
There's no
guys,
save point there,
no.
but it's another location.
Okay, no worries. I replay it again. No, I got no problem with that whatsoever. To be honest, it's gorgeous game. Okay, maybe kind of ancient inscription here. I can't read this, unfortunately.
That's right.
This
This
is
is a hidden area, and you found it, Tiago. There you go.
oh nice. It's an hidden area and it can't be saved here. How lucky am I? God damn it! Try not to forget it. I guess. Is it? Is it a time limited area? Yes, it is. I'm listening to the clock. Yeah,
Oh,
I I couldn't make it. I will try it later. I'm sorry, guys. We really have to go, unfortunately. Um, Anna, thank you very much once again to be here at IndieX and to apply this awesome game. Never too much to say that. Um,
thank you,
I wish
Tiago.
you
I'm
all the
really
best.
happy to be here. Really
Yes,
happy to be here. Thank you so much. It's our first time in IndieX, so we will really appreciate it. Like I said, for during IndieX, Greek is gonna be at 60% on Steam. So if anyone is interested, you can go get it now. And also, if anyone is super nice to leave us a review, that also helps us a lot on Steam. And thank you so much to all the organizers. Thank you, Tiago, for playing, and also um, see you soon, I guess.
yes. I hope we get news soon about Greek or Navegante, other project. Maybe one day we can all meet in Mexico in Day of the Dead. It will
Of
be
course,
awesome. Okay.
we'll take you to get some really good
Thank
food.
thank you a lot, Anna. See you soon, guys.
Thank you. Bye.